So SolidCAD was founded in the late 1980s by our entrepreneur founder, Michael Kugan, and then he later joined his team with Paul Forman. And the two of them worked together for a number of years until the Cansel group of companies came and acquired them in 2017. There they started to acquire more businesses, and now they've become the largest Autodesk and Bluebeam reseller across Canada to the AEC, manufacturing, and a host of other industries. So an interesting story, I actually wasn't expecting to become president. I'd been approached in 2018, and at the time, I'd never been a president of an organization before. Felt like a lot of pressure. You want to make sure that you're doing right by the organization, the investors, but most of all, the employees and the clients. And so it wasn't until 2020 that we were confident that I could join the organization and be surrounded by the right team to be successful. And I joined in January in 2020. Little did we know that we were going to be impacted by a pandemic just a couple of months later. Business changes really quickly. With those changes, I was forced to make decisions that I wasn't necessarily considering that I'd be making. Do we maintain all the staff? How do we actually operate when we're in a remote environment? There wasn't really a playbook. And even my mentors were really in a position to be able to say, this is how it should be done. So I was really excited to be able to join, and it was really interesting times after I joined SolidCAD. COVID impacted all of us in a variety of different ways. But here at SolidCAD, we really scrambled to make sure that everyone could actually work safely from home. Those that were on the road and were traveling, we wanted to make sure that they got home safe. We focused on making sure that everyone had a work environment that they could work from effectively. We even spent time looking at the mental health of folks working from home and addressed it with a consultant who came on board and provided a series of things. We tried to make it as smooth as possible for folks that were now going to be working in a remote environment, which included adding a lot of technology for us to be able to maintain a relationship with our clients, with our vendors, and of course, with each other. But there were a lot of challenges, and we realized that we weren't necessarily set up to really work in this now almost completely digital age. But we brought a group together to talk about what are some of the new challenges that we're facing as a result of COVID, and if we have to go and work in a remote environment for a prolonged period of time, how do we make sure that we're still the right company for our clients and able to produce the right environment for our employees? Many of our systems weren't optimized, weren't able to support the amount of remote work that we were looking to do. So at that point, we made the decision to say, we need to invest in our own digital transformation. And we learned a lot of lessons along the way. We learned right away that it's important to have small milestones. So we started with our marketing team and leveraging more technology and finding ways to engage clients in ways that in-person events would have allowed us. We were now moving to almost a completely digital marketing strategy. And the next thing we learned was there are some technologies that we didn't have the right experience, we didn't have the right people for. So we leveraged outside consultants. Now I'm happy to say that when we decided to upgrade some of our CRM systems, we had the right consultant. But we also had some experiences where that wasn't the case. And frankly, it was a complete disaster. It failed on budget, it failed on time, and we actually never got to the outcomes that we set forth. From learning from that experience, we realized there was a great opportunity for us at SolidCAD in the ways that we work with our clients. They were going to be going through their own digital transformation. This was a tremendous opportunity for us to take those lessons learned and apply them to the industry that we're now working with. So when I think about when I joined here as president of SolidCAD, the important metrics were what we're doing in terms of revenue, what the gross profit looked like, the number of clients that we had, the number of subscribers that we had in our business unit. And now we're beginning to look at new analytics. We're beginning to look at new data. And with everyone working remotely, how do you make sure that you communicate clearly as an organization what's expected of every individual as a part of the team to really drive the performance of an organization? There's parts of the business that we can really see how is marketing having a specific impact on the effectiveness of sales. And we're seeing that marketing, for instance, is taking over part of our sales funnel. The salespeople and the things that we want them to focus on, and even the personas of people at our clients are changing as we get more data that helps us understand what's the real value that we're bringing from our client engagements and from the technology. The other thing that this has helped us do, that when our clients are going through this transformation themselves, they're going to discover new things about their productivity. We believe that what you measure is what you manage, and that's completely changed the way that we now think about the business. And it's forced us to look at what's the technology that we look to implement, and how does that actually begin to change the way that we can perform in the ways that we service our clients. And so absolutely it's changed our strategy, absolutely it changed the way we work, and it changes the dynamic that our employees here serve our clients for now and in the future.